Oh, oh, I've got this feeling, bam, ba, da, ba. Hmm? Absolute cinema. Screen capture. We are on Linux now. Yeah, I moved operating system I because
despise Windows.
yes, because I do not like Windows.
Microsoft.
Microsoft. I also have Kirgo here with me.
Yes, hi guys, it's me. Hi guys, it's me. Yes, using iGamer's microphone.
Yeah, I don't have a separate microphone right now for this. I mean, I suppose that you could use those, but it will sound
Let's.
that would be fun. You disconnect them. I think they're charged.
What do they just put them on?
Yes.
What?
Light speed?
Light speed.
Light speed, okay, then it should work. But I
Well,
have to
it's
add,
pretty comfy.
yes, it is quite comfortable. Input capture.
Kirgo mic. Wow.
Uh, I don't think.
Something's wrong.
Hell,
Something's
uh, 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 uh.
wrong. Test.
Yeah, that doesn't quite work.
Did we get a mic test?
It doesn't recognize. It does not recognize the microphone from that one now, for some reason. Hello. Yes. Uh, maybe it does. No, no. It's the same one. Okay, well, it doesn't work. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. So I am not sure what I'm going to do today. I did lose some of the work I finished in the last stream, but I did make it again, and I think it's even better now. Uh, so some new objects. Let's see. This was not the thing I had previously. Let me see. Can I move this like here? I forgot where I put it. No, like I want it here in the corner. Like okay, like this. I don't remember. Actually, no. It stayed well here. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Let's see. Action grid. Items 1. So the first item I forgot which item is what. So 10. Duplicate 10. I'm going to call it item button 40. No, item button 40. Not 40, item button 40. Did I just write 40? Okay, that's stupid. Then the black ones, 28. I don't know which one that is. This one. 41. Yes, 41. I did the same thing again. And the ID is 41. And then the last one, which is probably here. Yes, this one. 36. Button 36. Not 36. 42. Okay, and now I'm going to move the last two items here at the top, and that should work. But I also need a few more of these because what do I do with the slabs? Do I make another tab for this? I guess I could. Add a grid container, or I'll just duplicate this one and add it here. Call it slabs and change this ID to 33, 43, 44, 45. I don't think I need to rename these. Nah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how hard you don't. Okay, so I do have this now. What's the problem? Invalid access property or key is in base object nil. I must have forgotten to pick a type. for this one. Yes, default. Now it should work. Yeah. That does work. And these slabs. Look, isn't that nice? Hmm. Shouldn't the orbs be behind the blocks? I think they should be behind the blocks. Hmm. And that's for another time. Let's test it. Oh. Well, that's not correct. Let's see. Debug collision shapes. Why does this happen? That is strange. Let me see. Did I not make the sprites correctly? That could be the explanation. Yes, I did not make them correctly. Uh, Libra sprite. Projects. Godot. Godot. If it wants to open, does it not want to open it? That's annoying. Maybe if I go like this. Please. Oh my fuck. That is annoying, please. Oh. It was here. If anyone clips me, I'm top tier stupid. Like, okay. That was easy. That's fixed. Next thing. Um, a help menu. Hmm. Let's just copy whatever I had in the other menus. Menus, object editing, generic object edit, portal edit. Let's see this one. Preview in editor. I forgot exactly what I did here. I definitely did not finish this, but I'm going to copy the elements. I don't need this. Or do I? No, I don't think I do. Okay, can stay a bit lower. And this a bit wider. Panel container. Dag dig dag da oh. You know what? Just full coverage, but a bit of a margin. Can I add it from the panel? Geometrie Das panel. Content margins. This thing. No, that doesn't work. I guess I'll just do it manually. Like that, right?
Looks nice, yeah. Looks nice.
Team override styles. Style box flat. Yes. This color but darker. Corner radius of 10, I think. Yes, 10. 10 does work. Oh, it doesn't have inner shadow. That would have been quite cool. You know, so it looked a bit three-dimensional, like the buttons.
Six,
Mm. 6, 7. Content margins, 30, 30, 30, 30. And here we need a few containers or panels. I think panels. Okay, the margins do work. And the panel should have a flat style box. with the color of this background, but still a bit darker, and the same corner radius of 10. H, not a V box container. And each panel should have a minimum size of about this big. So this one's way too big. 10 actually. Yeah. This is better, right?
Better. I agree.
Slider, scroll bar, scroll container. Okay, well, this should work. Now, how should each panel be formatted? I suppose they should have a title which indicates the key or some, no, the action, and then at the other side the keys.
That would work. You can try that.
Label. My cat keeps screaming for some reason.
My cat keeps screaming. What?
Well, she's screaming, right? That's called screaming. Scream.
Isn't meowing?
Meowing. Yeah, meowing is more appropriate.
My bad.
She's
I
meowing.
didn't know what you were referring.
She's meowing loudly.
I was concerned for a bit.
Theme overrides fonts, font size. $32. 32 bits.
8-bit.
8-bit.
It's the center.
Games, not over. Constants. Outline. Do we need outline? A bit of outline. How much outline? A tiny bit of outline. Doesn't hurt anybody. Help. Uh, let's look. Should I make a script that automatically generates the panels from the input map? I I don't think that would be too hard to implement, but actually I don't know if it's possible in the first place. Let me search this. Uh, get input map and dot. Yes, get actions. Get actions. Action get events. Get actions. I'm not sure if that's the useful thing. No, I think I'm just gonna do it manually.
Well, that's simpler. At least I could understand that. I don't really get thing with input mapping. What's up with that?
What?
Input mapping. How
Input
would you
mapping.
even?
Well, I'm not sure if I can get all the names of the actions and then
Okay.
the names of the keys.
Say so.
I don't know how I could do that yet. If anyone knows how to do it, that would
Message
be
me. Message me.
yes, send it on Discord or yeah, Discord would be better. You can also send it in the live chat.
Or by email. Use email.
Yes, send
By
it on.
email. By post. Send a physical letter describing. Send a physical letter describing how he could do this.
Yeah, that would be the best option.
The only input we approve of.
Let's see if anyone's actually watching this stream. No, no one is watching this stream. Uh, that's unfortunate, I could say, or maybe fortunate because I'm not doing anything that's too interesting. Text. So first of all, jump. Yes. Actually, this is for the editor, just in general. I think this should be in general. Okay. Uh, two watching. Jump. The text is too big now. 26. Or is it too big? I actually don't really know. I also realized this needs a title. It looks a little weird if there would not be a title. Controls. Okay, that looks nice. Jump. Uh, and then I'll add a horizontal container. That's on the other side. And now I need the images for the keys, the sprites, or just the text, but that's boring. Like the images would be better. And I am sure that there is an option for this. That key sprites. Key sprites, key. No, I actually don't know. Nope. I like Godot has some of those little key sprites when you add, let's say, a shortcut to this button. It displays a little key sprite of that button.
Why do you want a sprite button? Why
Because that looks cooler.
Okay. Well,
It's
I guess
not
it makes sense.
it's not necessary, but space. Left mouse or up arrow. Font size a bit bigger. Is this too small? It's not too small, right?
That looks alright.
Uh, Team override. Your Steam override. Colors. Font color. Six. Oh no. Actually, it looks kind of interesting, right?
Oh, that's unique.
It
Never seen something like this.
it's not that visible though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, this I think this is better. Jump. Uh, there was I don't have the feature added yet. I just realized I still need to add practice mode.
Well, yeah,
So I'm going to add the action. And I think the action is Z to add a checkpoint and X to remove a checkpoint. And I want these to be like the Latin equivalent. So pause maybe. Yeah, pause. And this is escape. Yeah, like that. Chat is so empty, I'm not even sure it works. I think I set it as normal latency, which is about 30 seconds. I want to check. I'm not sure if this actually works. Oh, because I don't even have a URL set up. Oh, that's
what would you need an URL for?
for the overlay, the
Oh.
the chat and alerts in case someone with public subscribing does also subscribe to me. pause. So this is gameplay. I think when it's a single key, I can make the font bigger. Duplicate. Add. Remove. X. Actually, I have another idea. So what if I have the panel container as a child of this, but like I still have a V container here. There. Minimum custom size. Look at this. I changed it a bit.
Isn't it a bit too crowded now?
Yes, I do need to add some more separation. Okay, like this.
Yes.
And this is for walls. Gameplay. What else? Editor. editor controls, and this I can use for both in the editor and in the settings menu or somewhere, or maybe a help menu. Jump. Ooh, well, this is going to be quite boring. Delete. Yes. Check paint. Check paint. Remove check paint.
Paint done.
How I miss paint.net. Actually, I don't really miss paint.net. I was only using it for this mostly, and LibreSprite works quite well for pixel art.
I understand.
And now I also still have Affinity, which is a pretty goated program. I managed to make it work on Linux. Remove check paint. Left. Which way was left? It was like this, right? This was left.
Yeah,
So
that's
so it's A. Left, right. Right, left, Q. Okay. What else now? Oh yeah, copy, paste, duplicate. Control C. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it was V, not Control P for paste. I
That's me.
I I should consider becoming a stand-up comedian. Actually, they could hire me as a joke
What?
to use.
That sounds like a Team Fortress line.
Duplicate. Was it Control D? Yes, it was Control D. Let me save my progress in case something happens. Controls. Is it with two L's or just one L? It's with one L, right? Yeah, it's controls. Yes, controls. Uh, Controller. No, that's controller. That's an object. Paste. Of course, I need undo and redo. Undo. I keep hitting the enter key like I'm redo. Control Y. Redo is always control Y, am I right? Actually, sometimes it's control shift Z, and that's annoying.
Who uses Control Shift Z?
But actually, when you use it, control shift Z is kind of faster to use, but it is, and it makes a bit more sense because it's the inverse of Control Z and Shift.
Yes, but that's not natural to me.
Yes, in most programs it's Control Y, and I'm going to keep it like that. I think it's Control Y, right? Yes, Control Y. Delete, it's of course delete. And this is no longer used, so I'm not going to mention it unless I decide to add a key. A swipe, very useful. I do need to add that earlier, I think. Delete, delete, delete. Swipe, 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 shift. And if I save and play this scene, the audio is quite loud. Jump, pause, checkpoint, X, swipe shift, copy, all this good stuff. That's okay, right? Ugh.
Looks nice, looks nice.
What other controls do I have? I think that's about it for now. Another suggestion was shortcuts for edit and yes, for build tab and delete tab and edit tab and all that stuff. Delete tab, which I am not sure I will be adding as it is in like other, as in regular, how do I phrase it? I don't know. I don't want to add it in the way RobTop did it. I would like if let me open the editor. If you hold on the delete button, instead of deleting the selected objects, it opens a little menu. You could also open it with a keyboard shortcut. Maybe 3. Maybe I'll keep it as 3, so it's kind of like the delete tab, but not quite. right, and it opens a small panel, or no, a panel container. Yeah, and this panel container, it's going to sit about here. And it's going to contain a few filters on what items you can delete. Right? Oh, and this also goes well with the type system I just added.
Really?
Yes,
Well, that's very fortunate.
because now I can just check for the type. If I have the filter only for solid objects and decorative objects, then leaves all these special objects out.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay, but I am probably, I'm not sure exactly. Huh. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I'm not going to add this yet, but I'm going to add the shortcuts for the edit, for the build and edit tabs. No, that's an action called to. That would be so useful and amazing. Okay, input controller. Have I not cached? I don't think control Z or control Y works yet. Or duplicate or copy or paste or anything like that. I just haven't added them yet, which is unfortunate. Okay, so if event that is action pressed build tab, uh, those are a lot of signals. Signal, switch tabs. It's gonna be an integer. Let me add it in the UI system. Initialize tabs. Change editor mode. Okay, so when we initialize the tabs, I need to update this too, right? Like the pressed button. Okay, so for now I'll just on tab shortcut index int uh, void. Get children. Okay, on tab shortcut editor tabs that get children. So if index is smaller or equal to 1, then the tabs get children index. Var tab button method button Oh, why did I put two? Why did I put a colon there? That's weird. That button pressed was true. And that's all I need actually. This should just do the same thing. Switch tabs dot emit 0 elif event that is action pressed edit tab. Switch tabs emit 1. And the only thing left is to go into the UI system and connect the connect please. What is it? I forgot. Switch tabs, I think. Yeah. In Oh, do I not have input controller here? I do not have input controller. I have everything but the input controller. Well, how did I... No, I did not change the swipe. Oh. Well. Editor object system. Save editor save load. Select that. Select swipe starter swipe key swiping switch tabs that connect on tab shortcut. Error. Invalid access to property key switch tabs on a base object of type nil. Yeah, this because I did not assign the input controller. Okay, so if I hit 2, it does nothing. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Change editor mode. Yes, is this not fired? It's not fired. Huh. How come? How come? Can I not press a button virtually? Dot press button from code. That's actually useless because pressed is set press no signal. Change with automatic toggled. No, I want button pressed, right? I don't know. Button pressed equals true. The button that emit signal pressed. Does that work?
That's fine.
Uh, yes, it did work. Oh, it did it crash?
I hope you save.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a problem. I did save because when you execute the program, it automatically saves.
Well, it was nice to know.
Yeah, it works. I should also change this to unhandled input. The zoom UI controller. UI system. No, input controller. Yeah. yeah, unhandled input, so you can't zoom in or zoom out while you're scrolling. It does still work when the scroll is at the edges already. Eh. Sahur. 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 And yeah, it also does. Oh, this also doesn't allow you to zoom while you're in the like playtesting. Can still do this though. So I don't want that. Do you think I should let the user move and play stuff?
No, not really.
Actually, no. You can't move. You can't play stuff, but you can do like delete, undo, all that stuff.
Recommended.
I will allow it while you paused the playtesting.
Yeah.
Let's see UI system. So when I only have start playtesting, start playtesting and stop playtesting. I also need pause playtesting and resume playtesting. Which is does hide all except playtest. No, show all except playtest. Func uh resume play playtesting, which hides all except playtest. I just commented this out right now. When you start playtesting, it hides everything. When you pause, it keeps them hidden, which is not something I want. So I will connect this that playtesting pause connect no actually when I toggle the playtest pause button if is paused, I think this is the resume. So pause playtesting, resume playtesting. Okay, yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Also looks cleaner. Yeah, that's cleaner.
Yeah, that's a lot better in my opinion. How long has the stream been? Uh, Almost an hour and a half. Okay, I won't be staying on for longer because we do need to do other stuff. Three viewers. Who is watching right now? It might just be a glitch. Unity command line tool. Interface, not tool. Wait, I need to check this out. There's a release Unity pipeline. Ah, I suppose that's quite cool. Yeah, that is cool. Okay. Let's proceed with the final additions in the pause menu. Now I'm going to add some more buttons, free buttons, or maybe VBox container on the sides. Not sure. Oh, I also need some textures. Right. Assets. Obstacles, objects. Menu textures? No. Button. No. But icon sheet. This one. I have this free space here that I can use for 3 pixels. Now wait to take 2. Yeah. But I would like this to be a regular size, so like 28 by 28. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I should start from here. Wait, I already have um special right here. I have this thing. It's way too small for my purposes, but I could just do I have pure white? Oh, here's pure white. I like how it puts the pure, oops, it puts the purest colors at the top. I don't know exactly. This was quite cool, so it's kind of hard to try and replicate it. Yeah, that's fine. In my opinion, that is quite fine. Now, how do I add layer, new layer? Okay, layer 1 with black. Two. That's cute. Aww, so cute. So cute. But I don't really like it. How do I do this then? Oh, I can use scripts. Insert text. Is there no way to Celebra Sprite? What's the latest release? One point two in 2025. Render your sprite layers as a 2D object and export an STL. That's really cool. Oh my god. Can now use Libra Sprite in your browser. Okay, well, Libre Sprite outline. Okay, no one did it. Yes, I'm going to like this. I guess I have to do it manually. Isn't that just amazing? Got such a lost my dog. And my brother showed me how to chase the band. So I think the fella had a know. And the days to the time I shake the Yankee band. Got that this in my dog. And my brother show me how to chase the band. The days to the time I shake the Yankee band. Okay. Save. This is the new help question mark sprite thing, which I'm going to use right here. Copy, paste. What is this? You cannot guidelines? I did not know this was a feature.
Feature.
You cannot guidelines.
Why would you want to do that?
That it's useful if you want to move things and keep them aligned properly. Yeah, and I want this help button to be noticeable. Look at this. Isn't it cute? The texture's not even equal. Okay, I do need to fix that. I did not notice it initially. This is my dog. And my brother showed me how to take the bag, but I did not feel I had a work. Bag the day someone never shake. Keep back. Or should I put this in a more noticeable place? Okay, so when the player does uh, go here, the editor should handle it properly. Not connect spawn help menu. Okay, maybe the help menu should have like more stuff, and there should be a separate controls menu, but for now I think this is the help menu.
Good enough.
I can change it later. Spawn help. Spawn. Create. Spawn. No, no, no. Meow. Meow. In the resource library, add another resource. Yeah, I want this scene to be loaded too. Add child menu. This thing's still running, yes. Okay. Hmm. One last thing is creating like basic pop-up. I think they should stay in menus. Basic pop-up, which is like funk. Free. Just delete the menu because we don't really need it, do we? We only need it when it's required. Or just button. Okay, I will later export this. There's that connect exit. Okay, this is the most basic pop-up ever. So I go here, I click this, and it does not work. For the simple reason that I did not assign the OK button yet. So now it works. My last thing is making it so the scroll starts at 0. And that's our help menu implemented. Controls menu, not help menu. Maybe I will add some sort of guide, like tutorial maybe even. When you first open the editor, you get a little pop-up that asks you if you want a tour. Oh yeah, very important stuff. I need to make this unique, the texture, I mean. Uh, yeah, this thing, I need it to be unique. And this one, like this, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Again. Everything is awesome. One more problem. If I show all except Why does it do that? Actually, to die. Why does it show the pause button too? Okay. If item not equals latest pause button, item not hide. Okay. Now it works. Oh. The orb should not stay like that. Is it an editor only issue? It's not an editor only issue. Okay. This is the last thing I'm fixing and then I'm ending the stream. What's the problem? Oh yeah. I halved the size of the sprite, so it's like 0.6 and 0.8 of where was it? 0.8 of 0.5 0.4. I could make it a bit more exaggerated. Like 0.3. Ooh. 0.65. Ooh, really interesting stuff. In the slab section, I should also add this one. Now that's actually the last thing I'm adding. Okay. That's better, right? I think I think it's way too short of an animation. Anyways, like 0.1 is 0.5 even. No, that's too much, but it would be cool to see how. Wow, wow, that's way too small, way too big. Right now I'm just testing transitions. Cubic. Fine. Quad. I think that's. No, no, that's fine. I like that. Is this animation better?
Yeah, looks nicer.
Okay. Well, this is it. Thank you for um, existing. Actually, no one said anything in chat, so probably no one watched this, but it is what it is. I'm glad to have been able to stream today. Maybe I will stream again sometime this week, after which I will definitely start streaming more consistently. Um, okay. By one second. We did complete this. We did complete this. So now only these two things are left, and also a lot more changes. Quite a lot more changes in the background to make things easier to sort to, like the types and stuff. They are quite useful. They are quite useful, I think. Okay, ending stream in 3